Okay, so before we get too far into the video, I do have two calls of action. I filmed this thing a few times, so I'm going to try to make it much shorter than what I had before. First one is going to be some legislation that really affects small producers like myself and other people throughout the nation, as well as, our state of Florida. It's going to be House Resolution 2814. We might be pissing in the wind here to get this thing through, but it is currently sitting in the Agriculture Committee. If you would look that up, 2814, it is called the Prime Act, and it would greatly help small producers like me, and it would also help small custom exempt facilities or small USDA facilities who are operating against the large conglomerates such as like Tyson Foods, JBS, and Smithfield. So if you really are interested, go look up the legislation, go look at it. There's some videos that are out there, people talking about it. I think it's got a lot of benefits to us, and if it's something that you can align with, give your congressman or congresswoman a call. Like I said, it is sitting in the House, so find your state representative and give them a shout, and hopefully if we get this thing passed, it'll go to the Senate, and hopefully it'll keep moving instead of dying on the floor. Second call to action I got for you guys is our t-shirts. I haven't been pushing them enough, and that's okay. It's really not that big of a deal, but we do have our t-shirts. We have women's v-necks, we have the unisex or men's tees, and we also have a few varieties of the kids tees if your kid likes to watch these videos with you and you want to get them one. But we don't make a whole lot of money on them. It is a way for you to support the channel and support our farm. Let's say you're not in this area, you can't buy our products directly from us, but you want to find some way to support, that'd be a way to do it. So the website to find them is just down below here, and we're currently open and taking orders. Once I get like 16 shirt orders in any size, in any men's or women's, whatever it is, if I can just get 16 shirt orders together, we send them down to the local lady in town. She gets the shirts printed, and then when we get them back, we ship them out immediately. So it would really mean a lot to us to get the name out there, and you would really be helping us with support. So that's it. Let's get into this video. All right, so we're standing here in the Swine Shrine, is what we named it after we built it. It is divided into two different pens. They are a little bit larger than what you would normally see. Pigs don't necessarily need a lot of room to be raised for what we're raising them for. And we did house 4 pigs in here, and the dirt floors were something that we thought would be beneficial. But after our most recent experience, I've kind of floated the idea to the wife about, what do you think about concreting this? Sure enough, closer to the end of our raising those 4 pigs before they went to the processor, we both agreed that based on the conditions that were in this area, the amount of cleanup, the effort that it took, the amount of urine that comes out and just saturates this area. I mean, it was like it could never get dry. It just became oversaturated. The intervals that we would have to turn that mulch or turn those pine shavings in and out it was hard to keep up with. So we both agreed at the very end that concrete would be the way to go. And there's a caveat to that. So behind me here is an area of kind of unspoken ground. Behind the camera, behind where you're sitting looking at your phone or your computer, is roughly 2 acres that I have planted grass seed in, because I do want to make a pasture out of that here for next spring. The area behind me is probably a little over an acre. It's very oddly shaped. It will back up to a road that we'll eventually put in. Anyways, I'll quit rambling, and now that you kind of understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, let's get into doing some work. I've already got our cell shade down, and I pulled the temporary gate off of this pen over here that goes down to our alleyway. We're gonna open up this side of the pin, which will be the long side, mostly because it's only got one 4x6 post in the way. We're opening the side up so that we can get the tractor in here with the box blade, and I've also got some extra material just in case I need to bring the level up. The existing 2x8s will all shuffle up so that there will be a clearance between the concrete and the 2x8 for the bottom board. And then that'll give us enough slope down. We won't be in the dirt on this backside over here. We won't be washing it into the dirt like level. The dirt won't be level with the concrete. And then also if it does rain heavy, that water won't rush into the pin. So we'll have a nice lip there. For the feeder aspect of it, I still want there to be kind of like a step up for the pigs, young and old. Young will still be able to get into it, no problem, their heads will be fine, but the older pigs, as they get taller, it'll be a little bit more difficult, so I want that feeder to be kind of up in the air so they don't have to bend over as much. So when this floor is done, what we can do is we can reform that pad the feeder is sitting on, and since we got plenty of clearance, we'll just raise that feeder up. Okay, so I got 3 sides of the pig pen formed up, ready to go. I've got our future screed board, or actually it's probably going to be the other end, the form over here that is not on yet. That's probably going to turn into that. I need to buy another screed board now, but got that ready to go. I've thrown a couple loads of fresh dirt in here. I was of the opinion that we were going to have to cut a bunch of dirt out because it would be too high. But after I've kind of taken some measurements and looked at it with a string, we are significantly low in this area from where the forms are. So we added a bunch of dirt. The girls and I are going to take the shovels and rake and get it all spread out evenly. We're looking for a 3-inch slab. So we're going to go off of that measurement and try to get it dialed in. All right, so we had to ditch the first idea. We realized we had way too much dirt and had to do a little bit of cut, a little bit of fill here and there. Rake, shovel, tractor, all that good stuff. But I think we're in a pretty good spot. There's still some low areas all up through here, and there's still some high areas. But
I got it pretty close. We're between 3 inches to, I'm sorry, we're between 4 inches to 3 inches depth wise. So by the time I come around here and dig the footers all the way around the edges, and I'll throw those up to the middle, we'll evenly rake it. And then before we put this last form board in here, I'll take the tractor and just run it up and down here to try to pack, use the weight to just try to pack all that in. Whatever it is at that point is what it is. We're just putting pigs on it, so not too worried about it. Next time you're going to see me on this video is going to be when we're pouring concrete, which will be a few days from now. So this video will be a few days in a row, well, a few days of filming combined together. So don't think you're watching this, we did it all in one shot. But anyways, we'll see you when we're pouring concrete.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente.